Today on American Gladiators, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. The invasion begins today as the Armed Forces Challenge of Champions. The Marines are the defending champions. They're not ready to relinquish their throne.
Marine has taught me, like I said, leadership. It's taught me motivation and a can-do attitude. And in an atmosphere like this, performing against a gladiator, it's perfect.
The Army has brought out its big guns, and the Navy has just docked and ready to rock and roll. But the story of the day may be Bruce Pham of the Air Force. Born in Vietnam, he made it out just before the fall of Saigon. He's now in Gladiator Arena, looking to uphold the honor of his fellow flyers.
That's a lot of pressure, you know. I want to do the Air Force justice, so I'm doing my best.
Welcome to our House of Hits, Gladiator Arena. Today is the Armed Forces Challenge of Champions 2, pitting representatives from the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps against themselves and the American Gladiators. And speaking of the Glads, they're with my co-host, Lisa Miloski, in the Gladiator locker room. Lisa?
Thanks, Mike. Well, Gladiators, today you take on the best the U.S. military has to offer. I want to know what kind of ammunition we have.
Well, first we're going to hit them with the siren.
Then we got the turbo laser.
Yeah, and then we're going to jazz them up a little bit with the high-flying Hawk with the nitro tip.
Then we got the C4 Zap going sky high.
Of course, and then we're going to cool them off with the ice beam and coming with the saber right after that.
Oh boy, Mike, they'll need all the big guns today. Back to you in the arena.
And what our Armed Forces contenders are looking for, a little mean green. First place worth $2,500. Second place finishers will earn $1,000. We start things off with Powerball. Let's go to the tail of the tape. Lawrence Jarrett Jr. representing the Navy, 22 years old, 5'11", 185. He hails from Los Angeles, California. Bruce Pham of the Air Force, 29, 5'7", 150 from Hawthorne, California.
Think Armed Forces a tough career. Wait till you see these three. Here's some Armed Forces. Armed Forces, yeah, baby.
Turbo, Laser, and Hawk ready with their version of a 21-gun salute. Bruce Pham and Lawrence Jarrett set to go for our military contenders. Goals in the outside cylinders worth 2, a goal in the center cylinder worth 3. Lawrence Jarrett trying to muscle his way past Laser, and he scores. How did he do that? Bruce Pham now with the duck under move. He scores in the outside cylinder. Lost his jersey in the process. Laser and Jarrett still battling. Bruce again getting knocked hard by Laser, but bounces right back up. 15 seconds remain now. What a fight and what a battle between the Navy and the Air Force here. Lawrence tries to score past Turbo. That one rolls off the cylinder. And that is it. Pretty good effort, though, by both men. Actually, all the way around. Air Force 4, Navy 4. And Bruce Pham will have some battle mementos to take home with him. He's already missing his jersey, and watch this shot by Laser. His effort rolls off the rim and then from a different angle. Down he goes. So now it's up to see what the U.S. Army and the Marine Corps can do. A look at John Wynn Jr., 28 years old, 6 feet 190, from Fallbrook, California, a sergeant in Force Reconnaissance for the Marine Corps. Representing the Army, Armin Fowler, 6'2", 240. He's a member of the Army Reserve, and he will deal with these three.
Showtime.
45 seconds, but it feels like an hour.
Yeah.
Oh. Nitro, Saber, and Hawk. Fowler getting some last-minute instructions from a referee, Larry Thompson. He's alone. At 240 pounds, he can more than match the Gladiators in terms of size anyway. Is he in shape, however? John Wynn Jr., the Force Recon Marine, an outstanding athlete in football and track back in high school. Underway now, nice jab step and quick move past Nitro to score. That time Hawk grabs him up. Nitro's got a hold of Armin. Armin's still trying to score. Great defense and help coming from Sabre there. That early quickness displayed by Wynn has worn off a bit as the Gladiators were more worried about Armand Fowler. Wynn went scot-free there for a second. Armin getting tagged by Sabre and Hawk. And John with a big score. Right before time expires. Well, the Gladiators won't forget that one, and I don't think either will Armin Fowler and John Wynn. Good work, well played.
Come on, baby.
How do you stop the Army and Marine Corps? Well, send Hawk, Nitro, and Sabre after them. Sabre, a study in contrasting styles. You had a semi-tractor trailer out there and a Corvette.
And you know, it almost got me one time. He called himself running me over. I slowed him down, stopped him, and then my boys came through like the cavalry. Ain't none of that happening over here, Mike. I don't care what Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines you come from. This is our stadium, and we are the cavalry here.
Nitro, that was the great thing about the match, was how you helped each other.
It's about teamwork, and I'm sure that transcends down to these guys. To be honest with you, Mike, it's kind of a brotherhood. They protect America here, there, we protect America here.
And you stopped the big load a couple of times yourself out there.
Well, I consider myself a little bit of a big load, Mike, and it was, I guess I just had a little more meat inside than he did, baby. We got it done, didn't we? Yeah.
Well done.
Okay, Armand, you said that you were looking forward to this game because you loved the contact. You said you didn't feel it out there. What's going on?
The whole thing was I noticed I had one power man and one smaller, quicker man. They was going to key in on me. He was going to have a field day. So I thought, okay, I can bust through him, I can score.
But you didn't score.
I busted through a lot of them, though.
You did bust through. That's right. John, you said you did feel it.
Absolutely. When the guys hit me, I was like, knocked the wind out of me. I was like, oh my God, I'm in for a real big killing today.
John gets the Marines off to a good start. Champions a year ago. They'd love to hear the winner's refrain one more time. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli.
I always have Mrs. T's pierogies on my grocery list. They're stuffed with creamy whipped potatoes and an incredible blend of cheesy, savory goodness. They're perfect for every occasion.
Stuffed with the stuff you love. I like things personalized, like my coffee. So when my doctor prescribed Vyvgart Hytrulo self-injection for my generalized myasthenia gravis, we personalized my treatment goals.
Vyvgart Hytrulo can improve daily abilities and reduce muscle weakness.
It's my treatment, my way.
Vyvgart Hytrulo for Weekend Away Steve.
It's travel ready and can go where I go.
Self-injection fits my plans.
Don't use if allergic to the ingredients. It can increase risk of infection and serious allergic infusion or injection-related reactions. Get help right away if you have rash, hives, swelling of the face, lips, throat, or tongue, breathing problems, low blood pressure, or fainting. Tell your doctor if you have infection or fever, high blood pressure, chills or shivering, chest, stomach, or back pain, vaccinations, allergies, or kidney problems. Most common side effects include respiratory and urinary tract infections, headache, and injection site reactions.
My Vyvgart Hytrulo self-injection.
Reducing my symptoms.
That's treatment my way.
Ask your neurologist about Vyvgart Hytrulo.
bone, round number 2 here in our Armed Forces Challenge of Champions. It is whiplash, and first up for the Navy there is Lawrence Jarrett, currently tied for second with the Air Force's Bruce Fahm with 4 points after Powerball. For the Glads, there he is, our tenacious one with that pit bull mentality. Once he gets inside this whiplash ring, it is the Laser Man. 30 seconds to time limit. Lawrence will try to rip the bone away from Laser or use it to pull him outside this whiplash ring. That feat would be worth 10 points. Here we go. Laser trying to counter Lawrence's strength. Lawrence goes in another direction now. He's got Lawrence in trouble trying to get that arm in an uncompromising position. Laser holding his ground. Lawrence working like the Dickens for the Navy and just can't get it down. He's getting twisted inside, outside like a pretzel. Time expires. Laser mighty tough inside that whiplash ring, and no points for the Navy. But a great effort by Lawrence Jarrett.
And this was the move that Lawrence was counting on to beat Laser. But watch Laser counter, twisting Lawrence around. Just 2 kg inside that whiplash ring. He owns the bone once again. Up next, Bruce Fahm. We told you his story, how he escaped with his family from Saigon. He recounted the experience of living in a country torn apart by war.
Mostly it's the gunshots. I mean, you always hear it all day long, the explosion and stuff. And every now and then, one would get real close to where we live. We have a little basement where we go under and hide. One particular night, it was really bad. We went underneath a bed and hide. And then when we saw some boots going by, and we was kind of scared, I knew who it was, but it turned out it was my dad. He came home and looked for us. So.
An amazing story of courage on the part of the Fahm family. They eventually found their way to Phoenix, Arizona. Bruce wound up with a degree in aerospace engineering from Arizona State. Now he's got to deal with Sabre.
Sabre makes short work of Bruce, does it in 4 seconds. So the Air Force captain never gets off the ground. No points there.
He was hoping his experience as a high school wrestler might have helped him against Sabre. Guess not. Only 4 seconds to get the job done.
Sabre, you're a real nice gladiator, real nice guy. You tell Bruce how to do it after you're done.
Well, I knew he was a genius, so I said he's going to go for the quick moves and try to catch me off balance. So I'm going to do a little jiu-jitsu and get his hands backwards, and I did it.
Got it in an uncompromising position. Bruce, you have gone through 2 rounds, 2 of the toughest events here on the American Gladiators, Powerball and Whiplash. Any regrets that you came here?
Oh, no, this is great. This is one chance of a lifetime, and I'm glad to be here.
No regrets either for his fiancée, Mei Lee Kwan. Up next, Armin Fowler. He served in Operation Desert Storm. While there, he was grazed by some sniper fire. He explains.
Well, we were advancing forward on the airport, and there was some fire that passed between myself and my squad. I dug down, unfortunately. In a rush, I put down and I took a wing in my hand. No big deal. I'm still here.
Armand is still here, and his hand apparently okay. Let's see what kind of grip he can get on this double triangle against Laser. Armin's biggest asset, 240 pounds.
And he's got Laser moving out, but Laser bringing him back to the center of the ring. Now trying to jerk that arm and get it in an uncompromising position. There he does it. Just a little too quick. Armin not happy with himself.
Boom, baby.
Well, Laser knew he had a load in Armin Fowler. He decided to go on the offensive early and never gave Armin any kind of chance whatsoever to mount his own offensive.
Armin, I know you got no alibis about anything. This was the hand that was shot while you were serving in Operation Desert Storm. Was that a problem?
Nope, not at all. No problems at all.
This event obviously more about leverage than raw power.
Well, I try to put my power in it, but since he's been doing it for a little while, he has a little more experience than I did.
A lot more experience, and that was the difference. The leader after round 1, the U.S. Marines represented by John Wynn Jr. He had 6 in Powerball. This is his chance here in Whiplash to extend the Marine Corps' lead. Sabre once again doing the honors for the Gladiators.
You guys ready? Here we go. Here we go.
Again, 30 seconds the time limit.
Ready?
Sabre just kind of trying to figure out what John might do. Swinging left, swinging right, changing direction, nothing working. Oh, there it did! There it did right there. With 9 seconds left on the clock, John Wynn Jr. of the United States Marine Corps got Sabre off balance and made him pay. So now John has 16 after 2 rounds. The Marine Corps, the defending Armed Forces Challenge of Champion winners.
That was his wife, Monica, and this is what she saw. Watch Sabre's right foot right there.
John, very nice work. You said that Sabre was your favorite gladiator. That must have felt great.
Absolutely. He's my favorite. He's number one. He's number one. Like I said, I stuck to my strategy. I worked him on that a little bit, leaning back. When I saw that he was getting tired, I started working from side to side, and it paid off.
Well, and your Marine brothers are all big supporters.
You've got big dreams. You've got even bigger plans. You've got kids who grow out of their shoes overnight.
These fit yesterday.
That's why we've got everything you need for financial success. Because at Virginia Credit Union,
We got you.
I can't keep track of all my subscriptions, but my BFF Experian can and could help me easily cancel the ones I don't need. Get the Experian app now.
La mejor forma de conocer este país es en una SUV Chevy, con tranquilidad adicional en cada milla y autonomía para llevarte más lejos. No hay mejor forma de conocer este país.
Forces Challenge of Champions 2 continues. Round 3, it is Skytrack. A look at our Velcro course in midair course.
Lane 1 will be Bruce Baum.
In lane 2, and this isn't a break, believe me, folks, for our 2 Armed Forces contenders. Siren is as good as our male gladiator. She's in lane 2. Lane 3, John Wynn Jr. representing the United States Marines. Siren momentarily looked to her right. She saw John Wynn, and right now Bruce and John hanging tough with Siren, but Siren takes the lead. Look at her pump those legs. She reaches that halfway point easily on her way home. The battle for second place now between Bruce Pham in lane 1 and John Wynn Jr. in lane 3. First contender across gets 5 points, and right now it looks to be the captain in the United States Air Force, Bruce Pham in lane 1. He gets the 5 points. Siren did it in a time of 39 seconds. Bruce crossed the finish line in 43.
And by being the first contender across the finish line, he picks up 5 points. He's got a total of 9 after 3 events.
Well, Bruce, very nice work. You don't fly, but you do know all about propulsion, and that worked today.
Yes, it is. She's incredible, very fast. But I think because of her, they pushed me a little harder. Second's not bad. Thanks, Siren.
Yeah, you worked hard. Siren, you were phenomenal again.
I really had extra pressure this time because I was trying to beat the boys, which made me better. Thank you.
It was great. We love it.
Bruce didn't win it, but he was flying high.
We are ready for our second heat here in Skytrack in lane 1. Representing the U.S. Army, Sergeant E5 Armand Fowler. Lane 2, our Gladiator Siren once again. And in lane 3 for the Navy, third class Petty Officer Lawrence Jarrett. Today's winner, a reminder, takes home $2,500. The runner-up, $1,000. Lawrence Jarrett in lane 3 actually beat Siren out of the gate, but Siren regains the lead quickly. Look at her move up there. She really is something special in this event. Non-stop movement, as a matter of fact. Jarrett, though, looking mighty good, giving Siren a battle there, at least momentarily at the halfway point. One of these days, we ought to stage a match race between Siren and Turbo. That might be awfully close. Siren wins at her time, 33 seconds. Lawrence Jarrett gets the 5 points for the Navy. His time, very impressive, 37 seconds, as Armand Fowler finally crosses.
I think one of the things that makes Siren so devastating in this event, number 1, she's completely comfortable up there in that upside-down position, and number 2, watch where her arms and her legs are. Constant contact with that surface.
Siren, very impressive, 2 for 2, and you make it look oh so easy.
Thank you. It was not easy. 2 times against these guys. I mean, look at this. Woo!
Lawrence, was she egging you on? It had to be.
Oh, yeah. She did a little egging on right before it began, and then she took off. I was like, oh, okay.
And we'll take off next in Swing Shot.
We're halfway home in this Armed Forces Challenge of Champions, and last year's winners, the Marines, leading the way again. The Corps' John Wynn Jr., 16 points after 3 rounds. Air Force Captain Bruce Pham and the Navy's Lawrence Jarrett tied for second with 9. Still to come, Swing Shot, the Joust, and the Eliminator. And a reminder, at stake, $2,500 for the winning man.
Round 4 at hand, the event, Swing Shot.
Our bungee game. Our look at Hawk, one of the Gladiators. He draws Armand Fowler. He will be joined on the tower by Turbo, who will have to work with Lawrence Jarrett. Lawrence coming into this event with 9 points, tied for second. Armand has yet to score after 3 rounds. This is his big chance. Again, Swing Shot, 60 seconds. Contenders will leap from those towers and then, using the impetus of bungee cords, spring towards that cylinder and try to grab the red, blue, or yellow scoring markers. Reds were 3, blues 2, yellows 1. Here we go. Look at Turbo and Hawk flying high. The contenders never got close that time.
I got it, baby. I'm on it now. Come on.
Navy man Jarrett ready to swing again, but Turbo just too good in this event. Here comes Hawk to meet Armand, and Armand's got a yellow. This could be his first point of the day. Yeah, he's got it. Lawrence doing a great job up there, but Turbo keeps him away again, and Armand, another one. We're under 30 seconds now. That time a blue marker, so he's got 3 points. Armand again. He's got another blue. I tell you what, this guy is 6'2", 240 pounds. He is swinging like a lightweight up there. Excellent agility in midair. He almost took the cylinder. It almost unhooked from the arena ceiling. That's how hard he hit it. Did he get it in time? Does that last one count?
No, it does not. Clock red, 0-0. Big Armand does get a total of 5. That was Armand's mom. And watch him pound the pavement and then go way up to grab the blue, pushing Hawk out of the way, puts it in his mouth and gets it back in.
Armand Fowler, a big man with a big plan and swing shot, and you told us before this event you hated this. You look great up there, man.
I don't like seeing zeros next to my name, so I had to put something up there.
You know, for a guy who goes about 240, to be able to move in midair like that is truly spectacular. What was your secret?
I watched like a Michael Jordan video.
Air Jordan, huh? Air Fowler. How'd your sister and mom like it? They loved it, huh?
Must be.
Woo. Hey, keep it going. The joust is next. Way to go.
That's fine. I'm looking forward to that one. That was fine.
And now it's time for the Air Force and Marine representatives to do their thing in this All-Armed Forces Challenge of Champions in swing shot. Turbo and the Hawkster doing the honors once again for the Gladiators. Hawk draws Bruce Fahm, and there he is, the U.S. Air Force captain. He works for the Space and Missile Center, working on satellite propulsion. And a look at the leader after 3 rounds, John Wynn Jr. He's got 16 points coming into this round. Recon man. With the first reconnaissance company. He's the team leader. And he's been a leader here so far today. Oh, he grabbed the blue. Turbo almost got it out of his hands, but did not. Great work there. Here comes Bruce, the Air Force captain's got a blue. Turbo flying high again and was able to strip John of those 2 potential scores. Bruce has got 2 blues. The 29-year-old Air Force captain doing well here in swing shot. Got a big smile on his face despite colliding with Hawk there. Time winding down. 15 seconds remain. Chance for some possible additional scoring. Turbo just won't let John Wynn Jr. get close to the cylinder. And that just about does it here in swing shot. Bruce was able to knock home 3 blue markers
for a total of 6. He's got 15 points after 4 events. John Wynn Jr. had 1 blue worth 2. He's got 18 after 4 events. But this event clearly belonged to Bruce Fahm. His gung-ho attitude clearly in evidence here. Throwing caution to the wind and grabbing 2 blues. And an effort very reminiscent of the Air Force theme song. Off he went into the wild blue yonder.
You've got kids who've outgrown their bunk beds. You've got a garage band and no garage. You've got nowhere to work. That's why we've got home loans with local support at every step. Because at Virginia Credit Union,
we got you.
It's a new season. Dress like it. Signature styles, playful colors, fresh silhouettes. Classic dresses and current sets, always polished, never overdone. Tucker Nuck. Getting dressed just got easy.
female Gladiators wanted to play an active role in our Armed Forces Challenge of Champions, and so this is their chance. Round 5, Assault, the Gladiator, not Laser, not Saber, not Turbo. It's Ice Ice Baby. First up for the men, our U.S. Air Force captain, Bruce Pham, from Hawthorne, California, by way of Phoenix, Arizona, and Vietnam, where he grew up and lived for 10 years. Bruce in second place at the moment. 60 seconds the time limit. Hit the target above the Gladiator. You've got 10 points. Still a chance to pick up individual points by firing weapons at one of 5 scoring stations should you fail to hit the target. And Bruce is ultra quick. An aerospace engineer who knows all about propulsion. See if he knows much about trajectory. He should, and that shot not bad. Just off the target, right. Bruce now at station number 3. And that one whizzes just underneath it. 25 seconds. Bruce letting it fly and shaking up ice a bit. Well, throwing that left arm up in the air didn't work because Ice got her man. Maybe she always gets her man. 4 points for Bruce Pham.
I don't know what Bruce was doing. He was waving right there. Here I am. Hit me, Ice. Hit me. Nice somersault. Doesn't count for much. But the crowd here at Gladiator Arena, including Bruce's fiancée, Mei Lee, loved it.
Well, Ice has assured all of her Gladiator teammates that, hey, I picked off my contender. Now let's see what you can do. And so Zap will get her turn. Up now, Armand Fowler, 25-year-old U.S. Army reservist, Sergeant E5. Finally got on the scoreboard in swing shot. He'll need more here because after the next event, the joust, we will eliminate the 2 men with the lowest scores. And right now, Armand at the bottom of the totem pole. But this is a big guy that can move. Can he shoot? Oh, man, I guess he can. That one off the mark at station number 2. He's probably getting boot camp flashbacks. Still alive, 30 seconds to go. We've got to hit our game judge, Bob Wusatich, right on top of it. Before he fired the shot, indicates referee Larry Thompson. So Armand Fowler will get only 2 points for firing 2 weapons. Here's the call.
He got hit directly behind the shield, through the shield, direct on the elbow.
Good call from a tough angle. Watch Armand's left elbow recoil there as the ball bounces off. Zap, however, knew almost immediately that she had got the job done.
Ice has come through, Zap has come through, will Sky come through against John Wynn Jr., who was the leader coming into this round, but now trails Bruce Pham by a single point. He should be able to pick that up easily. A man who says he was born to be a Marine. And not a bad shot either. That one was just over the top of the target. That one wide and high right. Station number 3, that one off the crossbar. 25 seconds. John now at station number 4. This one usually a fairly accurate weapon, and that one just a bit off the target. 15 seconds now. He'll get 2 final chances here at the last station. That one missed, that one missed. No chance for the bonus point as time expires. But give John Wynn Jr. 5 more points. He now has a total of 23 after 5 rounds, and he's the leader in our Armed Forces Challenge of Champions. The statuesque Jazz now with her chance at one of our Armed Forces contenders. It is Lawrence Jarrett, who's got a total of 9 points coming in.
And earlier told us about his most unnerving moment while serving for the Navy.
First time being on a submarine, I think that was one of real hair-raising experience. To know that you would be going a mile or two underwater, or just knowing the people that go on those and work on those, that in itself is pretty unimaginable. People going underwater for long lengths of time and not seeing daylight.
Not a whole lot of daylight here in Assault either, Lawrence.
Points would be very beneficial to him here, as only one more event remains before the eliminator, and that is the joust. His first shot significantly off. Now at station number 2, setting himself. That one, oh, so close. Jazz is really putting the pressure on Lawrence. Take that, and did he get the shot off at station number 3 before Jazz hit him? Lawrence knew he was hit. There is a slight opening at station number 3, and that's where the tennis ball entered.
He did get the shot off for a total of 3. He's got 12 after 5 events, and watch him wince here as Jazz hits him. Another good call by our referees.
When it comes to assault, never send a man to do a woman's job. What is it about you guys? 3 out of 4 this year. I think you guys were 6 for 6 last year. You never miss.
I don't know, it's a women gladiator. I mean, come on, it's like the military. Could they be a little slow?
They're a little bigger, our targets.
I hate when they tease us. They always tell us we can't do enough, but I think we showed them today.
Yeah, we got them on the wall.
It's important to show female superiority when it comes to going up against men also.
Well, I don't know about that, but as far as shooting is concerned, you guys are aces. Nice going for the umpteenth year in a row. Unbelievable.
Our Armed Forces Challenge of Champions continues here at Gladiator Arena. With the event our military contenders like the best, the joust. Up first is Armand Fowler. He told us earlier that he thinks the joust is his best event. Saber may have something to say about that. That's the gladiator that Armand draws. His chance to earn 10 points here. A big man with a big plan.
I think this man can handle himself pretty well. He is big, he's 6'2", 240. Saber wailing away on him. And Armand off balance and down he goes. Saber worked him over pretty good. That was not the match I had anticipated. But Saber's skills extremely sharp in this event.
He had his patented sledgehammer working, and Armand never got a chance to respond.
I guess Saber gave you all you can handle up there.
Yeah, I can say that. But I got my shots in too.
Yeah, you did. Well, Army's out. Did you have a good time?
I had a blast.
You did. Well, we're so glad you could make it. Your sister Gina, your mom Josephine came here. I want to know what you, Josephine, think of your son today.
I thought he was fantastic because he's my baby.
All right. And Gina, how about your brother?
I think he's the best anyway.
I understand you're called Armand's Army? Armand's Army? Now you are. Well, of course, we're going to call you Armand's Army. Is that okay with you? All right, all right.
Maybe not the best contender, but certainly one of the most entertaining.
I'll look at Turbo now. He gets ready for our next Armed Forces contender. That is Navy man, 3rd class petty officer, Lawrence Jarrett.
And the proposition for Lawrence is quite simple. He needs 10, or he's out of the competition. 10 means knocking Turbo off that platform. And given his track record, that is nearly mission impossible.
Lawrence has had a good day, not a great day. Turbo could make it worse. He's got Turbo in a little bit of trouble. Turbo looking for an opening. Lawrence Jarrett doing a good job up here. But remember, he needs 10 points. A draw won't help him here. He needs the win. 5 seconds remain. And there he goes. He knew he was in trouble. He did a front flip off the platform, assuring a soft landing. He's got a big smile on his face after what certainly was a very long day for him.
So Lawrence Jarrett Jr. joins Armand Fowler on the sidelines, but give this Navy man some credit. He almost went the distance.
Well, Lawrence, in high school, you won the hardest hitter award. Now, you should have thought back to that. Maybe what got you the award?
I was trying. I was really trying, I tell you. But, hey, he earns his own award in his own right, I tell you.
It was very, very close.
I'm just glad to make it here.
Well, Bruce Fahm has certainly done the Air Force proud this afternoon. He's got 19 points after 5 rounds, a chance to earn more here in the joust.
But the aerospace engineer has the unenviable task of trying to dislodge Sabre from that platform. Once again, 30 seconds of time limit.
Sabre ducked one punch and then saved that overhand sledgehammer, he calls it, for the second shot. Bruce, no way he could withstand that, and down he goes, no points.
And when one sledgehammer fails, just come back with another one. That's what Sabre did.
With all due respect to rapper MC, when Sabre gets on the jousting platform, it's hammer time, sledgehammer time, your new punch.
Yeah, I've been working on it. We went back to St. Louis to help the flood victims. We put a couple shows on there, and that's when I developed it, because I didn't want to work in the hot weather, so I decided to develop me a one-punch atomic bomb, and I came up with the sledgehammer, and it works, Mike.
Well, Turbo's got a sledgehammer of his own, but he's trying to shake off the ring rust here after Lawrence Jarrett almost went the distance with him. Now it's John Wynn Jr.'s turn. The Marine has a total of 23 points coming into the joust. He could give himself a huge cushion with 10 or 5 here going into the eliminator.
The Marine Sergeant. Oh, and he got off balance right away. I don't even think Turbo threw a punch.
Okay, Turbo, 2-0. You got John, I think, in less than 2 seconds. Did you even hit him?
Oh, yeah, I did. You calling me back, huh?
No, don't take me out. Let's take a look at what happened. I think we've got it on the screen. And tell me.
I think they call this first move a Perrier. I move his stick out of the way, come over the right hook. Was going to give him another one, but I think he was kind of no contest at that point.
It was done. Very nice work, Turbo.
Thank you very much.
All right.
And don't call me again.
No. I'm not going to take you on.
Being a gladiator to me is a very welcomed responsibility.
Yeah! All right. I love this job.
And these kids are just bubbling with excitement and happiness, and to think that I, as an individual, could bring that type feeling to those children who don't have much of that in their lives. I get very sick and tired of hearing individuals who have been given special talents trying to dismiss that special responsibility.
Hogster! 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 Hogster!
Our Armed Forces Challenge of Champions 2 is wound down to the moment of truth, the Eliminator. It is Bruce Fahm versus John Wynn Jr., the Marine Corps versus the Air Force. John gets a 2-second head start by virtue of his 23-19 lead, but our aerospace engineer can fly. He can make this a great race. He's with Lisa.
Bruce, when you were 10 years old and escaping Vietnam with your family, did you ever imagine that years later you'd be representing the U.S. Air Force against the Marines at Gladiator Arena?
Never, never. Farthest from my mind.
Is this exciting?
This is great.
What does it mean?
What does this mean?
Yeah, to you and all the years that you been working towards something like this.
Oh, this is a chance of a lifetime. I'm gonna do my best.
All right, thanks.
What a story, what a self-made individual Bruce Fahm is. A refugee from Vietnam. He was separated from his family for 2 weeks while they were making their exodus to the United States from Vietnam. Put himself through college, a graduate of Arizona State University where he majored in aerospace engineering. A bright, bright man and a talented athlete. On course for the Glads, there's Nitro and Sabre, our penalty enforcers.
And the Eliminator is brought to you by Twix Cookie Bars. It's one great snack after another. Twix.
John Wynn Jr. on the left, the sergeant with the 1st Reconnaissance Company, their team leader, and he leads the way here. But our Air Force captain and aerospace engineer trying desperately to cut into that lead. John down the slide, and now the hand bike. Pumping, pushing. Easy, easy over that hand bike. And look at Bruce, he motors as well. Across the cylinder. Needs to make up some time on this cargo net because John Wynn Jr. is not faltering. Smooth, steady down the zip line he comes. And the winner here also taking home $2,500, I should add. John doesn't even bother with the rope to scale that plexiglass wall. One final test, the treadmill, here he comes. Scrambles all the way to the top. And he breaks the barrier in a very fine time, 1 minute and 5 seconds. As the Marines make it 2 in a row here in our Armed Forces Challenge of Champions. As our U.S. Air Force captain breaks the barrier in a time of 1 minute and 20 seconds. The few, the proud, the brave, the Marines, they win it again here in Gladiator Arena.
Well, John, congratulations. You defended the Marines' honor. That was a workout, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Well, it wasn't impossible, but it could be done. Eliminator is all what they say it is. It's difficult, and you got to be set for it in the mind. Motivation, dedication, and the will to succeed, not to quit.
And you did it.
Thanks.
Power of positive thinking. Way to go.
Yes, exactly.
All right. All right. Thanks, John.
The power of positive thinking and a whole lot more. John Wynn Jr. takes home $2,500 in top prize money for his victory. Bruce Fahm will get $1,000 for being the runner-up.
Number one right there. It pays to practice, train. All right.
But it was the pride of representing the Marine Corps and the Air Force that mattered most to these two men. Well, that's our story from Gladiator Arena. For all of us here, Lisa Milosky and company, I'm Mike Adamle. See you again next week on the American Gladiators.
Number one right there. It pays to practice, train. All right.